Assalamu alaikum students. Today we'll be doing inequality in mathematics. The task 1 of this week is related to inequalities. What is inequality? Inequality tells us about the relative sizes of two values. Relative sizes, if something is greater than or bigger. Mathematics is not always about equals. Sometimes we only know that something is greater or less than. For example, A and B have a race. There are two persons, A and B, and they have a race. And then B wins. We can say that speed of B was greater than A. This is inequality. Sometimes inequality also incorporates the sign of equal to. Like if you want to watch a movie and your parents are telling you the rule that you must be 13 or older to watch the movie. You must be 13 or older to watch a movie. So it means that your age must be greater than or equals to 13. In this inequality, greater than is combined with the sign of equals to. So we can say that inequality incorporates the sign of less than or greater to, and it also incorporates the sign of equals to. Now we'll come to the point how to solve inequalities. Solving inequalities is somewhat similar to solving linear equations, but there are some differences. There are two things that should be kept in mind when you are solving inequalities, and that is that you have, when you are multiplying or dividing both sides of the inequality by a negative number, then the sign of inequality should be changed. And when you are swapping or flipping the left and right hand side of inequality, in these two conditions, the signs of the inequality are changed, are reversed. Let us take an example of an inequality, that is 2y plus 7 less than 12. And we know that when we are solving it, we can say that 2y, when we are swapping the both sides, if we want to swap the both sides, we can write that 12 is greater than 2y plus 7. So that's what I'm telling you, that when you have to swap the sides in inequalities, you have to change the sign. Whereas in linear equation, this rule does not apply. X plus 3 if equals to 12, then you can simply write that 12 equals to x plus 3. In this case, we do not change the sign, but when you are doing the inequalities, if you are swapping the sides, you have to change the sign of the inequality. And 12 is less than x plus 5. In this case, we know that 12 minus 5 plus 5 will become minus 5 is less than x, or 7 is less than x. Normally, when we are finding out the value of x, it's normal to put x on the left hand side. So when we are putting the x on the left hand side, this sign will be changed. 7 is less than x, it means that x is greater than 7. So the sign will be changed. So that's what I'm telling you, that in inequality, when you have to swap the sides, the signs are reversed. Otherwise, the calculation is similar to linear equation, the calculations of the solution of the linear equation. Now take another example. Let us, minus 2y is less than minus 8. In this case, both sides have to be divided by minus 2. When you are dividing or multiplying both sides of the inequality by a negative number, then you have to change the sign of inequality. That would be y is greater than 4. So in general, we have concluded that whenever you are multiplying or dividing the both sides of the inequality by a negative number, you have to change the sign of the inequality, or when you are swapping or flipping the left and right hand side of the inequality, you have to change the sign of inequality. These two conditions are necessary when you are changing the sign of the inequality. Otherwise, the calculation or the solution of the inequalities is similar to linear equations. Now we'll solve question number 2, part A of task 1. It is 15y less than or equals to 140. 15y less than or equals to 140. It means that 15 is going to be divided on both sides. So y is less than or equals to 28 by 3, as both are divisible by 5. And the value of y is less than or equals to 9 whole 1 by 3. Now, the question states that you have to solve the inequalities and illustrate the solutions on a number line. Now, you have to show this inequality on the number line. Y is less than or equals to 9 whole 1 by 3. So, what are you going to do? You are going to draw a number line first. A number line will be drawn over here. As we know that the positive integers are on the right hand side of the number line and negative integers are on the left hand side of the number line. Now you have to show that y is less than or equals to 9 whole 1 by 3. 9 whole 1 by 3 will be between 9 and 10. So the between 9 and 10, the gap will be divided in 3 equal spaces. You will do it with the help of scale. So this is 9 whole 1 by 3. 9 whole 1 by 3. Y is less than or equals to 9 whole 1 by 3. Less than means that you have to move the direction of the inequality towards the right side, because right side shows that the value of y is less than 9 whole 1 by 3. So this is the way how you will represent the inequality on the number line. Similarly, you will do part 2. 8a is greater than or equals to minus 114. You will find out the value of a and then you will show it on the number line. Now we'll do part B of question number 2. Part B of question number 2 states that you have to find the smallest integer value of x that satisfies the inequality 5x greater than or equals to 57. First of all, you are going to solve the inequality. 5x is less than or equals to 57. Both sides will be divided by 5 as 5 is being multiplied by x, and we have to find out the value of x. So 57 will be divided by 5 and you'll find the value of x as 11.4. So now the solution shows that x is greater than or equals to 11.4, and you have to find out the smallest integer value of x that satisfies the inequality. It means that it should be according to this inequality. You have to find out the smallest integer value. Now, what are the integers? Integers do not include the decimals or fraction. So the integer which is greater than 11.4 is 12. As x is greater than or equals to 11.4, so we will find out the integer which is greater than 11.4. It is 12, it could be 13, it could be 14, and so on and on. But the smallest in all of them is 12. This is the integer that is greater than 11.4 and it is smallest in all of other integers. So it means that this is the 12 is the integer that satisfies the inequality. 5x is greater than